For many years, grains have often been misunderstood and pushed aside, especially with the rise of low-carbohydrate diets that promised better health. Many of us were encouraged to avoid them and instead depend more on costly supplements and animal-based proteins to stay strong as we grow older. But in doing so, we may have quietly moved away from some simple, nourishing foods that our bodies truly need. Sarcopenia, the insidious and progressive muscle loss intrinsically tied to aging, was systematically stripping away strength, balance, and independence from millions of older adults over the age of 60. This silent thief does not announce its arrival. Instead, it slowly robs you of your vitality, turning once simple tasks into monumental hurdles and replacing your hard-earned confidence with a lingering, heavy fear of becoming a burden to the people you love most. It feeds on the shame of physical decline, making you believe that fatigue and weakness are just inevitable parts of getting older. But that is a dangerous myth that we are going to shatter right here and right now. What if I told you that the very food group you were conditioned to avoid actually holds the ultimate, scientifically backed secret to reversing this debilitating decline? Today, we are going to uncover a powerful nutritional shield that can trigger a massive resurgence in your physical capabilities, revealing how specific ancient grain proteins actually work significantly better than eggs for building, repairing, and maintaining resilient muscle strength in your golden years. In fact, the number one grain on our countdown today is so incredibly potent at preserving human tissue and fighting off cellular degradation that elite NASA scientists officially selected it as the ultimate, foundational astronaut food for grueling, deep space travel. We are going to reveal that sacred, gravity-defying grain very soon, and you will be shocked at how easily you can find it in your local grocery store. But before we dive into this life-changing list, I want to know exactly where you are watching from today. Leave me a quick note below in the comments section with your city, state, or country, because I absolutely love seeing how far this health-conscious community stretches across the globe, and it helps us all realize that we are fighting this battle for longevity together. Now, let us begin our journey to revitalize your body, starting with an incredibly powerful ally that most people completely ignore: buckwheat. Despite its confusing name, buckwheat is not actually a form of wheat at all. It is a naturally gluten-free seed that boasts a miraculous nutritional profile perfectly tailored for the aging body. When we reach our 60s and beyond, our bodies struggle to process incomplete proteins, which is why we lose muscle mass so rapidly. But buckwheat stands out as a rare, plant-based complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids that your body cannot produce on its own. One of these crucial amino acids is lysine, a vital building block that acts as the biological glue for joint cartilage and muscle tissue repair, directly combating the physical deterioration associated with sarcopenia. Furthermore, buckwheat is absolutely overflowing with potent antioxidants, specifically rutin, which drastically improves blood circulation and reduces the oxidative stress that damages our delicate muscle cells over time. Better circulation means that oxygen and life-giving nutrients are delivered much more efficiently to your tired muscles, flushing out the lactic acid and metabolic waste that cause you to feel stiff and exhausted after a short walk or a trip up the stairs. Think of a man in his mid-70s named Arthur, who used to feel a deep, crushing fatigue just from mowing his small front lawn, a chore that left him breathless and aching for days, quietly mourning the loss of his physical independence. After seamlessly swapping his morning toast for a hearty, warming bowl of protein-dense buckwheat groats, Arthur experienced a profound transformation. Within just a few short weeks, that suffocating fatigue began to lift, replaced by a steady, enduring energy that allowed him to not only finish his yard work with ease, but also to feel a profound sense of relief and hope that his best days were not entirely behind him. If buckwheat is the ultimate champion for circulation and complete amino acids, then our next powerful grain, sorghum, is the undisputed master of extinguishing the destructive fires of chronic inflammation that ravage the aging gut and deteriorate muscle mass. Sorghum is a remarkably resilient ancient grain that has survived the harshest climates on Earth, and it transfers that exact same biological resilience directly into your cells through its incredibly high concentration of rare polyphenol. These polyphenol act as microscopic firefighters, traveling through your bloodstream to neutralize the systemic, low-grade inflammation that scientists now know is one of the primary catalysts for age-related muscle wasting. You see, when your body is constantly fighting invisible, internal inflammation, it redirects precious energy and protein away from muscle protein synthesis, leaving your arms and legs feeling weak, heavy, and unresponsive. Sorghum changes this dynamic entirely by healing the gut microbiome with its rich supply of resistant starch, a unique type of fiber that bypasses the small intestine and ferments in the colon, producing short-chain fatty acids that fortify the gut lining and drastically improve your body's ability to absorb the protein you eat. Consider the story of Margaret, a 68-year-old grandmother who felt a heartbreaking sense of shame because she could no longer keep pace with her energetic young grandkids at the park, constantly needing to sit down and rest while they played without her. By incorporating wholesome sorghum into her weekly meals as a simple side dish in place of heavily processed pasta, Margaret drastically reduced her joint inflammation and healed her digestive tract, allowing her body to finally absorb the nutrients she desperately needed to rebuild her leg strength. The transformation was nothing short of miraculous. The fear of being left behind faded away, replaced by the sheer joy of actively participating in her family's most precious moments, chasing her grandchildren across the grass with a renewed, vibrant confidence that she thought she had lost forever. Moving forward on our journey to uncover the ultimate muscle-building allies, we arrive at a grain so incredibly tiny that it is almost invisible to the naked eye, yet it packs a biological punch so powerful that it fuels the greatest endurance athletes on the planet. Teff. Originating from the highlands of Ethiopia, teff is an absolute powerhouse of endurance, explicitly designed by nature to target and revitalize the mitochondria, which are the microscopic energy factories located inside every single one of your muscle cells. As we cross the threshold into our 60s, our mitochondrial function naturally declines, leading directly to that heavy, sluggish feeling that makes getting out of bed feel like a monumental chore. But teff provides a highly specialized matrix of complex carbohydrates and easily digestible proteins that breathe new life into these cellular powerhouses. It is exceptionally rich in essential minerals, particularly iron and calcium, which work in perfect harmony to ensure that your muscles can contract forcefully and efficiently without cramping or spasming, a common and painful issue for many older adults. Because teff is so tiny, the entire grain is consumed, meaning you get the absolute maximum benefit from the nutrient-dense bran and germ, triggering a sustained, slow-release energy that keeps your muscles fueled for hours on end. If teff is renowned worldwide for its unparalleled ability to boost muscular endurance and mitochondrial health, then amaranth is the ultimate, sacred protector of your skeletal foundation, offering a unique combination of bioactive peptides and bone-strengthening minerals that is simply unmatched in the plant kingdom. Revered for centuries as a sacred, mystical food by elite Aztec warriors who relied on it for superhuman strength in battle, amaranth is practically overflowing with a rare, highly sought-after compound called squalene, which is normally only found in expensive olive oils and deep-sea shark liver extract. Squalene is a ferocious antioxidant that acts as a protective, impenetrable shield for your cellular membranes, preventing the rapid tissue breakdown that accelerates sarcopenia, while the specific bioactive peptides found within amaranth's protein structure actively communicate with your DNA to suppress the genes responsible for muscle degradation. Furthermore, amaranth contains an astonishing amount of highly bioavailable magnesium, phosphorus, and manganese, the exact elemental triad required to increase bone mineral density and prevent the crippling fractures that so often steal away a senior's independence in the blink of an eye. You cannot have strong muscles without a dense, resilient skeletal frame to anchor them to, and amaranth ensures that your bones remain as hard as oak, providing the perfect structural foundation for your newly revitalized muscle fibers to thrive and grow. As we continue to build our ultimate dietary arsenal against aging, we must address the critical, often overlooked relationship between blood sugar instability and muscle loss, which brings us directly to the protective, golden spheres of millet. Many seniors do not realize that insulin resistance is a massive roadblock to muscle health. when your cells become numb to insulin due to years of consuming refined sugars and heavily processed carbohydrates. Your body literally cannot push the essential amino acids into your muscle tissue, meaning that no matter how much protein you eat, your muscles will continue to starve and shrink. Millet acts as a powerful metabolic reset button, utilizing its massive payload of magnesium and complex, slow-digesting fibers to dramatically stabilize your blood glucose levels and restore your body's natural insulin sensitivity. By keeping your blood sugar perfectly balanced throughout the day, millet ensures that the dietary pathways remain wide open, allowing vital muscle-building nutrients to flow freely and effortlessly into your waiting muscle cells, effectively triggering the biological mechanism of muscle protein synthesis that keeps you strong, mobile, and fiercely independent. This humble, affordable grain also possesses a highly alkaline nature, which helps to neutralize the acidic environment created by modern diets, further reducing systemic stress and allowing your body to focus all of its precious energy on repairing and maintaining your vital physical strength. We are now approaching the absolute pinnacle of our countdown, but before we reveal the #1 astronaut-approved grain, we must shine a spotlight on a truly spectacular, aquatic grass that puts conventional side dishes to absolute shame: wild rice. Please do not confuse this nutritional titan with the empty, nutrient-void white rice that spikes your blood sugar and leaves you feeling hungry an hour later. True wild rice is a dark, robust, and chewy powerhouse that contains up to twice the amount of protein as standard brown rice. What makes wild rice an absolute necessity for seniors fighting sarcopenia is its exceptionally high concentration of leucine, the single most important master amino acid responsible for flipping the biological switch that turns on muscle protein synthesis in the aging human body. As we get older, our muscles become stubbornly resistant to growth, requiring a much larger dose of leucine to stimulate the repair process than when we were younger, and while many people turn to heavy, cholesterol-laden animal products to get this amino acid, wild rice provides a clean, easily digestible, and highly effective plant-based alternative. It is also packed with vital zinc, a crucial trace mineral that directly supports healthy testosterone production and immune function, both of which are absolutely essential for maintaining lean muscle mass and fighting off the inevitable infections that can suddenly derail your health and force you into a state of prolonged, muscle-wasting bed rest. Now, the moment we have been building toward has finally arrived. We have reached the undisputed king of the grain world, the ultimate complete protein that is so biologically perfect, so densely packed with life-sustaining vitality, that the brilliant minds at NASA declared it the ideal, foundational crop for sustaining human life during isolated, deep space travel: quinoa. Quinoa is not just a food. It is a meticulously designed nutritional miracle that completely redefines what is possible for the aging human body, offering a comprehensive, flawless profile of all 9 essential amino acids in the exact, precise ratios that your body requires to rapidly build, repair, and maintain dense muscle tissue. While eggs have long been considered the gold standard for protein quality, quinoa actually surpasses them in its ability to deliver a massive payload of muscle-building amino acids completely free of saturated fats, cholesterol, and the heavy digestive burden that often accompanies animal products in our later years. Quinoa is an absolute powerhouse of quercetin and kaempferol, 2 exceptionally potent, anti-inflammatory flavonoids that aggressively hunt down and eradicate the free radicals that cause cellular aging, ensuring that your muscle fibers remain young, elastic, and highly responsive to your every command. It is also overflowing with vital dietary fiber, iron, copper, and essential B vitamins that work in perfect, synergistic harmony to maximize your metabolic efficiency, supercharging your energy levels, and completely erasing the heavy, debilitating fatigue that makes you feel older than you truly are. When you incorporate quinoa into your daily routine, you are not just eating a simple meal. You are strategically flooding your aging body with the exact same high-octane, cellular fuel utilized by elite astronauts to maintain their physical strength in the harshest, most unforgiving zero-gravity environments imaginable. This is the ultimate, natural solution to combating sarcopenia, a deliciously simple, wonderfully affordable, and highly accessible way to reclaim your precious independence, restore your unshakable confidence, and guarantee that you can continue to thrive, explore, and enjoy every single beautiful moment with your family without ever having to worry about becoming weak or fragile. You have the power to rewrite the narrative of your aging process, to reject the false idea that physical decline is mandatory, and to actively protect the strength and vitality that you have worked your entire life to build, simply by utilizing the ancient, scientifically proven power of these miraculous grains. So, I want to ask you directly right now, which of these incredibly powerful, muscle-building ancient grains are you going to try adding to your diet first this week to kickstart your journey toward renewed strength? Tell me in the comments below, because I read every single one and I love seeing you take actionable steps toward a healthier, more resilient future. If you found this deep dive into the science of longevity and muscle preservation valuable, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on our life-changing health secrets, and share this video with a friend or family member who deserves to feel strong and independent in their golden years. Finally, if you want to support the immense amount of research that goes into making these detailed, science-backed videos possible, please tap the thanks icon below to leave a small contribution, as it allows us to keep bringing you the absolute best nutritional information available anywhere on the internet. Stay strong, stay resilient, and I will see you in the next video.